Hello, viewers around the globe. This is Dr. Afshan Hashmi in her Glam and Glitzy Book Club meeting, and today I will be reviewing a very nice book. And this says No Such Thing as Overexposure by Robert Slater. And I read this book and I really liked it, so I thought why not review it in my book club. And having said that, let me remind you first that here are my two books: The Modern Mughal Mentality, New Strategies to Succeed in India, and The Global Marketplace. And this is a business book, and this can be applied to any business anywhere. If you apply my thinking of Jugaad management principle business model, you will make profits in your business. And this one, The Outbreak of a Monstrous Infection, is a book which came in 2019 where there was no trace of coronavirus. And here I have educated my readers in a very unique story about bioterrorism, and it also shows how a virus can ruin the human population. So a virus spreads and it ruins the human population. So please go and buy these two books, and these two books are available wherever books are sold worldwide. And also, these books are available in paperback and Nook, Kindle, as well as audiobooks. And I have narrated my both audiobooks for this one. So if you have those kind of needs, please contact me at Afshan at drafshanhashmi.com. And you will love my voice because I have a radio and a TV show, and people love my voice and they really want me to narrate their books. And so please contact me at Afshan at drafshanhashmi.com. And if you have author kind of services like optimizing your keywords for Amazon, or making your author central page, or if you want me to write a book for you, those kind of services, and those are all listed in my website www.afshanhashmi.com. And I also do video review of books, makeup products, as well as movies. So these are some of the services, so go and see what kind of services I have, and then please go and buy my books and give me an honest review. Having said that, this book, now let me start the review of this book in this book club meeting. No Such Thing as Overexposure: Inside the Life and Celebrity of Donald Trump, hardcover, February 24, 2005, by Robert Slater. Now I will read about the book, which I got it from the Amazon page, and here I go. Presents a life of the New York real estate magnate with an analysis of his gift for self promotion, his hands on management style, and his deft use of the media to boost the ratings of his popular TV show, The Apprentice. About the author, Robert Slater was born in New York City on October 1, 1943, and grew up in South Orange, New Jersey. He graduated from Columbia High School in 1962 and graduated with honors from the University of Pennsylvania in 1966, where he majored in political science. He received a Master's of Science degree in International Relations from the London School of Economics in 1967. He worked for UPI and Time magazine for many years in both the United States and the Middle East. Slater has written 16 books about major business personalities before his new book on Donald Trump. The Titans of Takeover, England Cliffs, New Jersey, Prentice Hall 1987, Portraits in Silicon, Cambridge MA, MIT Press 1987, This is CBS, A Chronicle of 60 Years, Inglewood Cliffs, New Jersey. And there are a host of other books. There is a big list over there. And then, friends, I thought let me read from the two reviews which I always read, which I bring, which I like on Amazon. And friends. Number one is Robert Slater's book was published in 2005, the same year Trump began his Apprentice TV show with NBC TV. It is a slick potpourri of existing information from Trump's and other books about the Mughal, written in a curiosity similar style to Trump's Get Rich books, that is short, punchy chapters from 2 to 4 pages on themes like changing a skyline, Trump to the rescue, and why use glass. Slater is an energetic self-promoter. His book begins with 2 pages of praising paragraphs by credentialed people including George Steinbrenner and Preston Robert Teach, then followed by duplicate, very bold title pages and an about the author summary that ballyhoos previous biographies of notables. Slater early presents a copy of a letter by Trump's attorney officially rejecting his offer to write a book about Trump and warning him against doing so. Then, some pages later, he reports a contrary communication indicating that Trump has seen Slater's biography of Jack Walsh and decided to cooperate with him. Slater cites as many as 150 conversations of interviews with Trump. However, even though I read most of Trump's book and those about him, I found mainly minor details and nuances not covered more authoritatively elsewhere, especially in only minor details not covered much more authoritatively in other books, especially by Tom Barrett and for family biography Gonda Blair. As an author, Slater has the style of making his subjects larger than life, but he does capture major aspects of their and Trump's personality and operating style with apt phrases or quotes like Donald Trump is the quintessential deal maker, and a part of deal making is marketing, flamboyance, and self promotion. In Trump's cases, his successes and positive attributes are given far more prominence than his often degrading and startlingly value free behavior. Slater captures one aspect of Trump's activities that has been ignored or suppressed by US news media, the fact that whereas Trump's verbal claims and statements may stray far from reality, he has been an almost obsessive book writer, mostly with assistive co-authors, and much more candid and closer to reality in his book. Slater fails to give attention to the most substantial of Trump's political books, The America We Deserve 2000. Slater's book was written before the last two, Time to Get Tough 2011 and Crippled America 2015. Oh, the latter being Trump's campaign book for the 2016 election. So, this book has marginal relevance to Trump's presidential campaign and presidency. So, this was the first Amazon review which I liked, and now there is the other second review which I liked was, and here I go, and these two reviews were on Amazon. I found this is the second one. I found this very interesting, especially the bit where Trump gets into serious financial difficulty and how he pulled it off. This book shows you how Trump is a great PR guy and uses this to get the banks to finance his deals. Knowing how to twist the media to generate free publicity for your business is something Trump is great at. The book is well researched and written in a way that keeps you reading through. So, before I give my analysis of the book, I will read little bit from the book so that you can have a feel that what this book is about. I really like the cover. And here I go. This it's his money. As a workaholic and perfectionist, he enjoys taking on numerous tasks that in other large organizations would be delegated to subordinates. Believing that he's the best negotiator, he does the negotiating, handling the $100 million deals and the $1,000 item with equal devotion. Because he is certain that he knows the media better than all others, he runs his own public relations shop In the summer of 2004, between the first and second seasons, The Apprentice, the notion of a quiet day at his office does not exist. Phone calls come in record numbers, so does the mail. Trump has conveyed to millions of people on television the past year that he is a business leader who knows how to get things done, how to make money, how to handle people, and how to turn an idea into something profitable. He has also become the most recognized business leader in America. Consequently, more than 1,000 calls asking for all sorts of things from him come into the office each week. This is far more than most CEOs get in a month. And then aides agree that Trump does well at the buyout sessions. He does not use a computer, he does not pore over spreadsheets, but says Donald Trump Jr. He remembers everything. He won't forget that he brought a $50,000 contract from the guy on the phone 15 years ago, and there were $5,000 in extras that the guy screwed my father with. He doesn't forget, especially if there's a negative associated with the recollection. Time after time, Trump's business friends recall examples of his attention to detail. For John Myers, president and CEO of GE Asset Management, it was the moment in 2002 when he spotted Trump in a discount store in New York City. Myers and his wife were shopping for a chandelier for their apartment. Trump was looking for one for the ballroom of his golf course. He came personally to that, said Myers, shaking his head in disbelief. So it's a very nice book, and will you'll have like you'll know President Trump as a businessman, and I really like this book. And so, if you haven't read this, go and read this book, and I think everyone will like it. Having said that, friends, let me read my analysis now. I have always liked and admired President Trump. I want to read all the books which come out on him. So when I saw this book in the shelves of Barnes and Noble, it gained my attention. I immediately bought this book, an interesting insight into the living embodiment of the American dream and who is the current president of the United States. The book takes a look into lifestyle, background, personality, and much more of the very much overexposed billionaire Donald J. Trump. Trump five letters that draws the eyes and ears of every passerby, made out to be a peek into the charismatic and successful businessman by Slate. Readers can admire the resiliency by Trump to his setbacks and hardships throughout his career. This book was very well written and huge joy to read. Robert Slater, in my opinion, was able to capture both the character of President Trump, and he was able to put a lot of information and did it really in a good manner. Since Slater was able to interview President Trump about a lot of things, that the reason why this book is very insightful about many issues or events that affected the life and businesses of President Trump are outlined. In my opinion, this book was very neutral and in natural way presented. President Trump had said, I would recommend this book to anyone who wants to get to know President Trump a bit better. Fun read about Donald Trump and how he turned his name into a brand. In some sections of the book, the paragraphs are fairly short, like you are reading a press release. It's worth a read, and I give it 5 stars. So I give this book 5 stars. I really like the cover. I really like the way it has been written. And this is the back of the book. So if you haven't bought this book, go and buy this book and read it, and you will really like it as I liked it. Having said that, friends, now let me tell you that these are my two books which are Amazon bestsellers. So please go and buy these two books and give me an honest review. And also, if you have author services needs, then please contact me at Afshan at drafshanhashmi.com and see what all services I provide. I can optimize your Amazon keywords. I can give you the keywords which will rank you higher on the Amazon page, and also I can give you review of your books, your beauty products, and also of your movies, and I can bring traffic to your website or to your Amazon page or wherever you want to promote. And also I have a radio and a TV show, and I give have in my radio show 300 million listeners, and in my TV show 6.2 million listeners. And my TV show comes on Fox 5 Plus on every last Saturday from 7 to 8 a.m., and there I have a 6-minute segment. And my radio show comes every Wednesday on W4WN radio, and it is syndicated worldwide, and I have more than 300 million listeners. So please go and see that on my website www.afshanhashmi.com, and contact me at Dr.Afshan Hashmi.com if you have those kind of requirements. Having said that, if you want to be part of this book club, you have to give an annual fees of $50. And how to buy this membership, it is also given on my website www.afshanhashmi.com. And then I have a journal website www.drafshanhashmi.com. And then I have a radio show website www.drafshanhashmisradio.com. And I'm looking for sponsorships for my radio and TV show, so please go and see how much are the sponsorships, and you can also write me an email to know about it and what your needs are, and how much you can give me sponsorship. We can talk about it, and give me write me an email at afshan@drafshanhashmi.com. Having said that, friends, so now I end this book club meeting, and cheers. And this is your loving host, Dr. Afshan Hashmi, now signing off from this meeting of my book club. And bye bye.